Tonight we have new details and shocking allegations that are coming out in this hearing for the accused Townville school shooter. A psychiatrist testified this evening that the suspect told him and other examiners that the victims didn't deserve to live. The shooting in September 2016 left first grader Jacob Hall dead and 2 others injured. This evening, Dr. James Ballinger testified that the suspect mocked the victims and claimed that Hall's parents took their son off life support for money.
Terribly mocking, but the kind of things that we put in the DSM, that that the people who were injured were pieces of excrement and worthless, don't deserve to live, did Adam a favor. His parents turned off the life support to make money.
And he said that about Jacob Hall, is that right?
Yes, I'm sorry. Jacob.
Said that his parents were motivated by money to turn off the life support.
Yes.
And that he did Jacob Hall, the 6-year-old boy he shot and killed, a favor.
A favor. And that everybody loves him for it.
Dr. Ballinger went on to testify that the suspect said he deserves only 1 day in prison. Ballinger also testified that the suspect told him and other examiners that he was willing to kill his own mother if she had gotten in his way.
And that wasn't the only detail that came out in court today. Experts testified that the suspect Googled mass shootings only weeks ahead of the Townville shooting.
A judge will decide if this case goes to adult or family court for trial. 7 News reporter Nicole Ford has more on the developments today from the Anderson County Courthouse.
An expert witness for the state testified today that the suspect has 2 sides to his personality. Dr. Mark Wagner says evidence shown earlier this week depicts the accused shooter as being a very good person involved in multiple activities, and at some point another side comes out that's very dark and very concerning.
He's said that he would do it again.
That's part of a conversation between the suspected shooter and a neuropsychologist about his involvement in the 2016 Townville Elementary School shooting.
He would commit the crime again. He told me that he frequently enjoys thinking about killing other people.
These remarks led Dr. Mark Wagner to testify that the suspect in this hearing should be tried as an adult.
I think that represents a serious threat to the community.
And he testifies that the evidence shows the planning around this crime was elaborate. Earlier in the day, a forensic investigator showed data from the suspect's phone that prosecutors say backed up the planning.
Youngest mass murderer Google search, 70, 10 youngest murderers in history, 71 youngest mass murderer.
The evidence included hundreds of web pages from the Columbine shooters to Sandy Hook, all pulled from the suspect's phone to try to answer the question of why.
When you say why what?
Why the shooting took place, what may have instigated it, what brought it to a head.
While the why may never be answered, Dr. Wagner says cognitively the suspect tested average for a 15-year-old.
He just appeared normal emotionally. He wasn't distraught or, tearful or otherwise unusual.
But the defense says after the shooting, their client was upset. The doctor says it's hard to know why the suspect was upset, but it may have been because he felt like he had failed. In Anderson County, Nicole Ford, 7 News.
Now, this was a long day of testimony. In fact, the hearing didn't wrap up until this evening, shortly before 10 o'clock. It resumes in the morning, 9:30 a.m. 7 News will be there to bring you more updates.